It's estimated that more than 600,000 veterans are living with PTSD. So the Wounded Warrior Project is working to help people returning from active duty deal with symptoms they may be experiencing. We have two Army veterans joining us today. Ryan Cools is a Purple Heart recipient and works with the Wounded Warrior Project, and Yolanda Pollard is an Army veteran, Thank you both for your service and for being here with us today. Ryan, let's start with you. How common is it for returning warriors to develop PTSD?
It is certainly common for folks that have been deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. PTSD is a natural reaction to a traumatic situation, and those folks that have been deployed in those combat areas are more likely to develop PTSD.
And what are some of the barriers, do you think, that are preventing veterans from asking or seeking help?
So about 1 in 5 veterans indicate that they struggle with seeking treatment for mental health challenges, and of those folks, the vast majority indicate that it's really the stigma that is associated with seeking care for mental health that prevents them from doing so. It might be they feel weak if they seek care, or they're just reluctant to ask for the help that they very much need.
Right. We need to break that stigma, right? Get rid of it so people can actually start getting better. Yolanda, can you tell us about your deployments?
My first deployment was in Iraq. I was a company commander, over communication, a signal officer. And then my next deployment was in Afghanistan. Well, going back to Iraq, Iraq was a very challenging deployment because I think that's when my PTSD was actually triggered, when I was assaulted. Afghanistan, we worked with the community, within the community, helping women, the schools, and one day we lost 3 soldiers on a mission. I wasn't there because I had relocated, and from there on, it was hard.
Yeah, and I can tell it's still hard to recall all of that, and I'm so sorry, but thank you for relaying your message to others and allowing them to get the help. But when did you realize you needed help, and what resources did you utilize?
Well, I realized I needed help when my old first sergeant contacted me. She told me about a program Wounded, the Warrior Care Network have, and I hesitated for a while, but I went on to one of the sites because it's 4 different locations, and the location that I was chosen to go to was at UCLA. I was examined physically and mentally, and then I was accepted into the inpatient outpatient program at UCLA. And the program, it helps you deal it helps you deal with the new you and accepting the new you, and understanding that the things that happen was not your fault. And some of the things that helped me was the art therapy, because art therapy, it helps you to tell your story without writing it down. You just use your art and it tells your story. And it was several other different things like cognitive training. It helps you realize that some of the things you didn't have any control over, and it makes you think what realistic.
Right.
But I think the big thing that really helped me the most was getting active, physical fitness, because with Warrior Care Network, recently I enrolled in a program, and that also helped me with my PTSD, depression, and it helped me to relax and settle down, and also with my anxiety.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad it was able to help you. If we want a little bit more information, though, or someone's thinking they might want that help and the resources available to them, where can they go for that information?
So that information can be found at woundedwarriorproject.org/PTSD, and one of the things that folks will find on that website, much as Yolanda described, is a host of programs that can help folks in different ways really better themselves and achieve their new normal. along their journey of healing after military service.
Yes, well, thank you both so much again for joining us to talk about that today, and thank you again both for your service. And if you'd like to see this segment again, you can head to our website as well, firstcoastliving.net.